Hello and welcome back to Chair Yoga class number 12. This is our last class in this series together. So if you've made it with me this far, I'm so grateful and that you have kept at it every week. And if you've taken a few weeks off and come back, that's okay too. But here we are at the last class of our series. And let's just go ahead and jump in. Let's get started. So settle back into your chair. We've all come to class today with something, right? Maybe we've gotten up early and we're busy, or we got up late and we forgot something, or we just had a nice relaxing morning. Whatever it is, let's settle into our chairs. Good. All those things on our mind or on our heart, we're just going to take them and we're just going to box them up and we're going to leave them outside the door. This time is for you. It's for you to have fun and explore and take care of yourself. Good. And slowly shift your focus to your breath now. Maybe place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly here. Don't change your breathing, just pay attention to it. Good. And now gently pull your belly button forward. Straighten up through your spine. Sits bones are in your chair, nice straight line through your spine up through the top of your head. Let's take some nice deep breaths here. And exhale through your mouth. Good. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Good. Inhale through your nose. This time let that breath come all the way up into your throat, all the way up into your nose, and exhale it all the way out. Squeezing it out at the bottom. Inhale all the way up into your throat, and exhale it out, squeezing it out at the bottom. Good. Hands come to your thighs, and let's just take a look to one side. Take a nice inhale in here and circle the nose down nice and slowly. And inhale at the top at the other side. Exhale it down. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale, and exhale. Good, go ahead and look front. Let's inhale, tilting it to one side. You can put a finger on your chin here to remind it to just stay where it is. And exhale, switch it to the other side. Good, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale and hold it. And exhale to the other side and hold it. Good. Let's take our arms, our forearms are parallel to the ground. Palms are facing up to the ceiling. Elbows are squeezed in towards your ribs. Shoulders are down. And we open our hands out to the side. Shoulders are still squeezing down and together in the back. And from here, we do a neck retraction, okay? So the rest of our body doesn't move. It's just that our chin slides back and release it forward. And if you don't feel anything, try to take your arms out a little bit further and squeeze it back and release. Good. Being careful not to arch your back. We don't want an arch here, okay? So pull your belly button in a little bit. And back, and release, and back, and release. release. You may feel that firing up all the way down, most of the way down your back. Good. And back and release. Good. Just go ahead and turn your hands over, placing them on your thighs. Let's do our cat-cow to really warm up that spine. So your belly button comes forward, chest and chin, everything inhale in and exhale it out. Belly button comes back, chin comes down. Good. And inhale, belly button, chest, chin. And exhale. Belly button, chest, chin. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And as you inhale this forward, you're getting a nice deep breath into your lungs and you're pulling your shoulders down your back. Good. And inhale. And exhale. Good. And roll it up. Legs wide. Let's take some nice big hip circles. We inhale it forward, exhale it back. Good. You go at your own speed. You don't have to stay with me or wait for me. You can go your own speed. Inhale forward, exhale back. Both sits bones are on the chair. It's easy to lift up and then lift up and reverse it. But we want to keep them solid on the chair. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good. I feel like I'm stirring a big bowl of, I don't know, I was going to say cookie dough. That shows you where my mind is, but a big pot of soup maybe. Okay, let's take one arm over. Nice big side body stretch. Good. You know, you could even take one leg out if you wanted to. That's up to you. Always feel free to play around with the stretches just to find what works for your body. And you'll know when you hit your sweet spot of what needs to be stretched. You'll know. So just play around. Good. Good. Arm comes back down. Let's bring our feet in a little bit. Let's take our arms out to the side, and we're going to do that same kind of flapping motion that we did last week. It's like a bird, a baby bird trying to get off the ground here. So shoulders are down. We just press very quickly with our hands, like we're pressing into a pillow or something, and we breathe. So here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, 3, 4, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So you inhale 4 and exhale 4. Good, slow it down. Take one arm across your body. The other hand comes up behind the elbow and stretch it across. Good. Leaving the shoulder kind of plugged back and down, so it's not coming across here. Good. Good, good, good. And let's take the other arm out, and it comes across the body, and the opposite hand comes up behind the elbow, and we stretch. So this is our last class together. I feel like I want to just do everything that we've done together and cram it all in one class, but that would take us way too long. So I'm going to pick and choose some of the things that we've done together. Go ahead and stand up if you're standing. But hopefully now that you've seen some of these other moves and poses, you can practice them on your own if you'd like to. So let's go ahead and let's start in a nice mountain pose. So we have our feet about hip width apart, pressing all 4 corners of your feet into the ground, toes are spread wide, and we bend our knees and we press in the ground as we grow taller, okay? Little bend in your knees, we're gonna go through our checklist. Little bend in your knees, pressing your inner thighs toward your midline, hips toward your midline, little curve in your back And then your chest opens up as you straighten your spine, and we inhale here. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, arms come up, chin comes up. And exhale. Good, lots of energy through your fingertips here. Inhale. And exhale. This time, let's let the breath lift your heels off the ground. As you inhale, you come up on the balls of your feet. And exhale, bring it down. And inhale. And exhale. Good. And let's inhale this up under the balls of our feet. And let's hold it here. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. Go ahead and have your chair in front of you now. And we're going to go through our salutation, our warm-up. So let's inhale it in, arms up. Exhale down to your chair. We'll go nice and slowly the first time through. Okay, you can bend your knees here if you'd like to. Stepping back to your down dog. Arms are long out in front of us. Hands actively pressing into whatever they're on, whether it's on your legs or on the back of your chair or on the seat of your chair. Okay, keep a bend in your knees as we start. Shoulders are pulling down your back body. And feel free to walk it out a little bit. So you lift one heel off, bend that knee, lift the other one off. Okay, you can shift your hips side to side. This is your body. You know what it needs. Okay, or just find stillness. And breathe deeply here. Hips are lifting up toward the ceiling. Lots of length through your spine. Good, and slowly shift your weight forward. Okay, so that you're in your plank, wherever that is, whether it's if you're seated and you're have weight pressing into your legs, or you're standing and now you're shifting your weight forward. Okay, you've got your arms or your hands are pressing into the seat or into the chair or into your legs. Shoulders are pulling up away from the ground or from whatever your hands are pressing into. Good. And if this is available to you today, go ahead and bend your elbows as they're squeezing into your ribs for a push-up, and then our chest comes forward for an up dog. And our chin and our face open up toward the ceiling. And then remember, we talked about last week, someone's behind us, pulling our hips up and back into a down dog. And we step forward. We inhale it in. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, let's do that 2 times together. Here we go. Inhale. This time we're moving with the breath. Exhale it down. Inhale, step it back. Exhale it forward, down through your push-up. Can be just a little one. Inhale it forward, into an up dog, and then exhale, hips come back. And we inhale, step forward, arms come up. Exhale down. Good, let's do that one more time. Here we go, big inhale in. Exhale it down. Inhale, step your feet back to a down dog. Nice big stretch here. Exhale it forward. Push up, down. Inhale, chest comes up toward the sky. Exhale, hips come up and back. And inhale, step forward, all the way up, arms above your head, and exhale together. Good. Excellent work. Now, again, this week, I'm not going to add the flow in between the poses, but you are more than welcome to. You know what it looks like now. You can add the whole thing, you can add parts of it, you can add a down dog, you can add whatever, or you can just take a breath and ease into the next pose. It's completely up to you. All right, so let's start with the warrior one today. And have your chair in front of you. All right, so your front foot is pointed forward, your back foot steps back. Okay, and let's go ahead and ease into it. Hips are square. I'm actually going to turn on an angle here so you can see a little bit better. Hips are square. Okay, and our knee is not over our ankle, it's back here. And our arms come up. Good. And we've got lots of energy pushing through both of our feet here. Okay, and up through our fingertips. And we take a deep breath. Good, shoulders are down. And then our hands come to our heart. We'll hinge forward. Just go as far down as you'd like to, or as feels comfortable. Always grab your chair. Okay, that's always there. And you twist the body, the upper body. Okay, still pressing in through that back leg, twisting through the upper body. Good. One more deep breath here. And we untwist. Grabbing the chair, go ahead and press into your front leg so that your knee straightens up. Stepping the back foot in, the front foot back, and we hinge forward for a little stretch. Good. And then from here, we transition. You may need to shift your feet a little bit. Transition so that your weight comes over your front foot and your back foot is going to lift up off the ground. Could be here, could be here, could be here. It's up to you. But your hips are square. Okay, we don't want them open, we want them square. Pushing through that back heel. Still pressing into the supporting leg and the supporting foot. And then maybe play around with your hands. Maybe take them off your chair for just a little bit. Okay, maybe take them here or here and hinge forward a little bit. Okay, lots of room to play here. This is your practice, this is your body, this is your class. And go ahead and bring it in. Good, if you'd like to add your flow, you can do it here while the rest of us take a breath and slowly transition to the other side. Good, so we step our back foot back. Good, bending that front knee, being careful not to go over the ankle. Okay, making sure that front knee and foot are in alignment so they're both straight ahead. Okay, good, let me adjust my chair. Good, so now that we're all here, hips are square and our arms come up. Deep breath and release. Arms are solid, shoulders are down, lots of room through your neck and shoulder area. One more deep breath. Hands come to heart, hinge forward, and then we twist the upper body. Good. And it can just be a little twist, and it can be here. That's perfect. Good, one more deep breath. And untwist. Hands on your chair, scoot your feet in a little bit. Hinge forward for a little stretch. That feels good. Wish we could stay there all day. Okay, let's scoot that front foot back a little bit. Shifting your weight forward so that your weight is over that front foot, squaring off your hips, and then lifting that back foot up. Pressing through that back heel. Good, and here's where we play. Okay, do you want to take your hands off? You want to take one hand off? You want to take your arms up? Do you want to hinge a little bit more? You want to take your arms out? Be an airplane. Couple breaths here. Good. Good, you might be wobbly, that's okay. Go ahead and bring your foot in. Excellent. Again, here's a good place for the flow transition if you'd like to. And the rest of us will ease our way in. So your chair is in front of you here. Okay, and you do your warrior two here. Good. Okay, ease into it. Okay, you might find that you're going a little bit deeper, or you might feel a little bit stronger in these poses. The more energy you push in through your feet, the more it will strengthen your body. Okay, good. So now let's take our arms out wide and deep breath here. Good. Shoulders are down. And front arm comes out, up and back. Good. Opening up that front, that chest area. Shoulders down, so we're not hunched up here. Inhale, exhale, and inhale it up. Might want to scoot your feet in a little bit if you need to. Let's go into a side angle. Okay, again, we have lots of options here. You can have your weight on your leg. You can be holding onto your chair. Okay, front arm can come up, or top arm can come up. It can come straight up to the ceiling. Okay, if you're feeling really strong today, you can take that arm off your leg. You could even take your hand down here. Lots of options. Good, we're building heat here. Okay, let's come up. Let's scoot our feet in a little bit. Okay, that front arm is going to reach out, so both legs are straight now, out. Shift your hip back and going down into a triangle. Both feet are still active, legs are active here. Okay, they never stop working. Try not to collapse through this side body. So we want lots of length. It's like your upper body goes like this. It doesn't go like this. Okay? That's our goal. Now here I have a little surprise for us. Definitely have your chair handy. We're going to shift our weight onto this front leg. Okay, shift, 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 shift. And then slowly lift that back leg up. It can be here. It can be here. Wherever is comfortable for you. Okay, you might want to have your chair if you want to try to take your hands off your chair. Okay, play around with it. This is our playground here. Okay, and bring it back down. Good. If you feel like you can add a flow after that, feel free to. And we'll meet you on the other side, the other warrior two here. Good. Okay. Ease into it. We're so strong. You've got all this strength building up in your body, pushing through the outer edge of that back foot. Okay. And hands out to the side. Energy shooting out your fingertips. Deep breath. Good. One more deep breath. And this front arm comes out, up, and we stretch it back. Still lots of energy pushing through that back leg. Deep breath. Good. And the top arm comes out and over, and we go into a side angle. Good. This is a tough one, and it's hard to feel like you're playing when it's so difficult, but feel free to try some things. Maybe lift your elbow up, maybe take your hand down for just a second. It doesn't have to be very long. Maybe take your hand up. If your feet keep slipping, just feel free to adjust. Good, deep breath. Good, and slowly pressing that front foot into the ground so that front knee straightens up. And we're back here, scooting your feet in a little bit. reaching that front arm forward, back hip scoots back, and then we go to the side. Good. Our chest is open. That same feeling in a warrior two when we have our shoulders up against a wall. We want to try for that here. And again, we're not crunching here. And even if we're here, that's beautiful, that's perfect. Okay, you go where your body will take you. Good, and here comes the surprise. So grab onto your chair. You're going to shift your weight forward onto that front leg. And then slowly see what that back leg will do. Will it come up here? Will it come up a little further? Okay, maybe try to take one arm up. One arm out to the side. Okay, what will your body do? Good. And if your body's not doing any of that, that's perfectly fine. Good. Feet come down. Let's take our feet wide. One last pose here before we go into a balance. Again, check, make sure you can see your toes. We don't want to hurt anything. We don't want to strain anything. If you can't, bring your toes in. Try not to lose your balance. Good. You may want to take your hands either on your chair, maybe try to take them on your legs and just use that kind of counter pressure against your legs to help you stretch a little bit more into your hips. Good. Deep breath. Good. Let's come up out of that. Excellent. Heel toe your feet in. Let's go into an eagle. We practiced this last week with the arms added. So if we cross our right leg over, you can cross at your ankle, you can cross at your knee, you can cross your thighs a little bit more. Okay, so if the right leg is over, your right arm comes over top, left arm comes underneath, cross at the elbow, bend the elbows, and then either your back of your hands go together or you cross over and grab your palms. And then your fingertips reach up to the ceiling, okay? Here we go, let's sink down into it, squeezing those thighs together, find a point to gaze at, and breathe. One more deep breath. And come up out of it, untangle everything. Let's go to the other side. That may be a lot for some of you for your shoulders to handle. So if it's not comfortable, please just do something else with your hands or in your arms. Okay, there's no shame in that whatsoever. Go ahead and cross over. Okay, your ankles, your knees, your inner thighs. We're going to squeeze those together. And my left arm goes over top. If my left leg is crossed over, my left arm goes over top. I'm trying to talk too much and not trying to balance. Bend at the elbows, hands come together as much as you can, lift the fingertips toward the ceiling, shoulders are pulling down your back body, and we bend and squeeze and breathe. Release your jaw if it's tight. And release up out of it. Good. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Let's just take a breath in and out and in and out. Good. It's time to stretch, and for our last class here, I'm going to stretch standing up because there's a particular stretch I want to work into our stretch. But feel free to use a stool or use your towel or whatever and just modify the best that you can with each of these stretches that we're doing. Okay, so let's start with our, I'm gonna start on this side. Okay, so this is my left foot. It comes up to the chair and my hip is going, this is my knee. My knee is going to open to the side and then I'm gonna hinge forward. Good, we do the same thing seated. And if you are seated, you can just cross your ankle over your knee and hinge forward. Good. This is one of those stretches where your hands, if you move them, you may find you go deeper. Okay? And deep breath here. And then slowly roll your upper body up and shift your back foot back a little bit. And then you're going to take your hips and shift them toward, again, you have to have a stable chair for this. Shift your hips toward your foot that is on the chair or on the stool. And this is one that would be tricky sitting down. So just go ahead and find another stretch that works for you right now. And press up out of it. We're going to press all the way back, shift your back foot as needed. Go ahead and press all the way back and press through that heel and you are in a forward, half of a forward fold stretch here. Good, feel free to have your hands out in front of you, not bracing yourself with anything, but just kind of out here. Grow length through your spine. So let that string pull out through the top of your head. Good. Come up very slowly. Okay, I'm going to place that foot down and we'll go on the other side. So our knee is up toward the ceiling, it opens to the side, and then we hinge forward. Good, this should feel good, hopefully. A few more deep breaths here. Good. And then shift your hips forward. Good. So you can feel a stretch through the back of your leg here and through your hips a little bit more. Good. And come up out of that. Shifting your back leg as you need to, and then we'll just extend that front leg so that it's out and we bend over it. If you need to, you have 5 little massage tools, instruments here. You can work into those muscles where you feel tight. And yoga, as with any form of exercise, is a journey, right? We don't go from lifting 5 pounds to 50 pounds overnight if you work out in a gym or something. And so yoga is the same thing. It takes practice. It takes doing it over and over to strengthen your body, to elongate your body, to see the improvements from your breath work. Good, and come on up. So we've had these last 12 classes together, which hopefully you've seen some improvement from. Sometimes it takes longer than that. Sometimes it takes doing it more often than that. But hopefully you've seen some benefit, whether you're new to yoga or whether you are revisiting it or whether you're just continuing and adding it to your regular practice. Hopefully there's something in here over the last 12 classes that has sparked something in you or encouraged you in some way or helped you find a little bit of strength that you didn't know you had anymore. So I encourage you, as we kind of draw our class to a close here, to think back through what some of those things might have been, some of those things that, maybe there were some stretches that felt really good to you and you really felt like, okay, this is what my body needs. So maybe find ways to incorporate that into your week or your days. Or maybe there's something that you feel like, oh, I feel a little bit stronger in this muscle. Or, so maybe incorporate that pose however we access that, incorporate that pose. You practice it a couple times a week or something. Just start somewhere. Start with baby steps, right? To start with baby steps, start somewhere and start moving. Don't just let this be an end to your own personal health and well-being. Let this just be one step along the way that helps you continue to take care of yourself and to listen to your body and find out what your body needs. All right, with all of that being said, let's do a twist and then we'll do a back bend. So hand comes to the opposite side of your leg. Other hand comes to the chair. Inhale up and exhale, twist. Good. And untwist. And let's go to the other side. Inhale and exhale and twist. Good. And untwist. Let's go to a back bend. So our hands come to the chair. Right, we press into the chair. Our elbows straighten. Our shoulders come down. We press so that our shoulders come down our back and our chest lifts open and up toward the ceiling. And you can keep your head down if you'd like to. And we breathe here. And come back out of it nice and slowly. Good. Wrap your arms around yourself nice and tight. As tight as you can. Grab those shoulders if you can. You're going to squeeze everything together. Squeeze down into a ball as tight as you can. Put your chin down. Squeeze your face up. Scrunch it up as much as you can. And here we go. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And release it all. Good. Hands come back to your thighs. As you inhale, I want you to think about that breath moving into your face, into your head. And as you exhale, all of the tension leaves that area of your body. Good. This time, inhale it into your neck and your throat. And exhale all the tension out. This time, into your shoulders and your chest. Exhale it out. Inhale in through your nose. That breath is moving down through your arms, all the way down to your fingertips. And as you exhale, all of the tension from that part of your body is leaving your body. Good. Now we move into your core and your abdomen. Inhale it in. And exhale. Now to your hips. Inhale it in. Exhale out all the tension. Now to your thighs and your hamstrings. Inhale that breath all the way down there. And exhale all the tension out. Now to your knees. Inhale it in. Exhale it out. Inhale into your calves and your shins. Exhale the tension out. Now into your ankles. Exhale it out. And now all the way into your feet, all the way down into the tips of your toes. And exhale it out. Your body should be very relaxed right now. So let's take a few minutes and you practice whatever breath you like the best. Whether it's the box breath where you inhale 4, hold, exhale 4, hold. Whether it's just deep breathing, whether it's the alternate nostril breathing. It's up to you. And then I'll call us back together here at the end. One more breath. Good. Slowly wiggle your fingers and toes. Everything is probably very relaxed right now. Okay, roll your wrists and your ankles a little bit. Maybe roll your head around a little bit. Slowly open your eyes. Good. Now that we're all relaxed, we have to go back into our day, right? Thank you so much for joining me on these last 12 classes together, our journey together. Thank you for practicing with me. And I just hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day and a wonderful week. And hopefully we can see each other again soon. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.